Good morning everybody. Last week we saw solitary fibrous tumor of CNS WHO grade 1. Now let us have a look at case of this week. A 50-year-old man presented with headache and delirium. MRI was done which revealed a large extraaxial heterogeneous dural base mass which was eroding the skull bone and extending into the skull. So the differential diagnosis on imaging were aggressive meningioma, metastasis, lymphoma and a high-grade glial tumor. What we received in lab were multiple irregular grey-brown soft tissue pieces aggregating to 4.5 into 4 into 0.5 centimeters. Cut section of the tumor revealed firm grey-brown areas with areas of hemorrhages. We had to inform intraoperative cytology to the neurosurgeon. So we did this by crush smears and the tissue was very firm to crush. And what was revealed on cytology was a compact cellular tumor which was composed of spindle to ovoid cells. The background showed areas of hemorrhages and increased vascularity. So what we informed the neurosurgeon was it could be either a atypical or anaplastic meningioma, solitary fibrous tumor or a Ewing sarcoma. Histology revealed presence of a compact tumor composed of round to ovoid monomorphic cells. Now these cells were patternless and they were admixed with numerous vascular channels which were thin-walled and lined by endothelial cells. Some of the blood vessels revealed branching. Mitotic activity was noted in the tumor cells, and even necrosis was found. The intervening stroma was scanty and dispersed collagen fibers were noted. So this prompted immunohistochemistry and we advised that. So what we found was GFAP was negative in the tumor cells, so a glial tumor was ruled out. EMA negative ruled out meningioma. CD34 was present in the blood vessels but lost in the tumor cells. CD99 and FLI1 was negative, thus Ewing sarcoma ruled out. Cytokeratin negative ruled out metastatic carcinoma. What was positive was STAT6, nuclear STAT6 positivity was noted. So, a diagnosis of solitary fibrous tumor CNS WHO grade 3 was made. This tumor was invading the skull bone and the scalp. So, last time we had seen the histology in detail. Let us see once again. Solitary fibrous tumors are patternless or haphazardly arranged spindle to ovoid monomorphic tumor cells which are admixed with hyalinized, dilated, thin-walled branching blood vessels. Some of the blood vessels, these branching pattern is also called as a staghorn shaped pattern. The tumor may be hypocellular or it may be highly cellular, or both the phenotypes may exist. The hypocellular type shows presence of abundant stromal keloid type collagen, and the cellular tumors, they may exhibit less stroma or even less conspicuous vasculature. The nuclei are monotonous and round to oval. The high-grade tumors exhibit increased mitotic activity and invasion of the brain parenchyma or engulfment of the blood vessels or nerves may be present. Necrosis is usually present in the high-grade tumors. The typical features of meningioma such as nuclear pseudo-inclusions, calcifications and psammoma bodies are not seen in SFTs. The other features such as myxoid stroma, giant cells or prominent adipocytic components may be present. There is even a dedifferentiated solitary fibrous tumor variant. We should remember that WHO 5th edition no longer recommends solitary fibrous tumor oblique hemangiopericytoma or hemangiopericytoma. Now we should just call it solitary fibrous tumor and it has 3 grades. The genetic hallmark of this is fusion of NAP2 STAT6 genes. Coming to histological grading, as I said, there are 3 grades. The grade 1 solitary fibrous tumors show less than 5 mitosis per 10 Hypar field. The grade 2 shows more than 5 mitosis per 10 Hypar field without necrosis, and the grade 3 solitary fibrous tumors show more than 5 mitosis per 10 Hypar field with presence of necrosis. As per WHO 5th edition, there are essential and desirable criteria. In the essential criteria, it is a variably cellular tumor composed of spindle to ovoid cells arranged around a branching and hyalinized vasculature, and variable stromal collagen deposition and nuclear STAT6 expression. In the desirable criteria, one can demonstrate presence of NAP2 STAT6 gene fusion. We have discussed differential diagnosis previously. So the DDs are fibrous meningioma, dural based Ewing sarcoma, monophasic synovial sarcoma, mesenchymal chondrosarcoma, and malignant peripheral nerve sheath tumor. The treatment of choice is surgical resection with supplementary radiotherapy and chemotherapy if necessary. Prognosis and prediction depends on the histological grading, which includes mitotic activity and presence of necrosis. Even the low-grade solitary fibrous tumors may metastasize, and incomplete resection may lead to recurrence. Thank you very much. I hope you all enjoyed this case.